Hi there folks, welcome back to the Magical Christmas Collab, hosted by Danielle over at Pink Zebra Unicorn Crafter. As always, it's a collaboration, so the links to all the other crafters will be down in the description box below. Please click on the links and go out and check out some of the other wonderful Christmas makes, tutorials, project shares that everybody else in the collab is doing tonight. So I've got my wooden chair out, which I bought at the Papercraft Museum, at the Motorcycle Museum Papercraft Show, and I'm going to do this tonight because the final bit that I was waiting for that I couldn't find has turned up. So it's this little Christmas poem, which is: Christmas in heaven, what do? They come down to earth to spend time with you. So save them a seat, just one empty chair. You may not see them, but they will be there. So you can see now why this was so important to the project I had in mind, because it pulls together everything. So I've got my trusty glue gun on and a selection of Christmas crafting goodies. So let's get started. So what I've done first of all is, I don't know whether you can tell whether that's picking that up. Oh, that's a nice shine there. What I've done is I've used the Christmas, the gold metallic paint that I get from Pound. I think it's Poundland. It's only about it's only a pound anyway. I think this was last Christmas that I picked these up, Poundland, and I've used less than half the can to give that a good old spray. Don't forget, take it outdoors or do it in a very well ventilated room, because otherwise it can get on your chest. So my glue gun is most definitely ready. Let's scrape that a little bit off. And what I want to do is put some glue on here so that my poem sits like that. So I'm going to have to stand it up so I can see what I'm doing. So I've got to do it at that angle. So I'm trying to think where I'm going to put my glue. So I need some here, nice big blob there, some there, and a little bit over this side where it meets that corner. So let's see if that'll grab. I hope so. I'm going to pop round the side and see if I can pop some more on, just so that it grabs it really, really well and holds it there for me. So pop it in the chair. There we go. I've got to pop some around here as well. Try and get right in that corner. Oh, run out of glue. Typical. So got some of this Stick It hot glue, and I hope that these fit. Haven't actually tried these before, so just grab that. I think they're about standard sizes, aren't they, these? Usually. Yeah, that looks like it's going to fit. So let's push that through. These things are great, but they can be so awkward, can't they? Okay, get a bit of paper to wipe that off. There we go. Put some more glue in there. Right, I think that's holding. And all these little threads that you get, they can be cut off later, or a blast from your heat gun should do. So that's pretty solid on there now. So what I want to do next is I want to put this on here. Oh, threads of glue everywhere. Put this, I might think, because that's quite nice, isn't it? I think I'm going to put that like that, and then put that on there like that. What do you think? Oh, what I have done is I've taken some of these bits, I think the Works, I think that is, and made a sort of hoop. I don't want to do a wreath, that's not what I'm planning, but I do want something that I can sort of hang it all on. So if I took that behind there, through there, let's see if it'll work. So I saw some similar to this at the motorcycle museum that was on display, and I thought I really want to have a go at that. They'd use the products that they were selling, obviously. So, and I didn't want to buy a ton of Christmas stuff when I got loads at home. So that should hold that there. Put a little bit on here as well. Turn that round. On there as well. Isn't it awkward when you've got a new glue stick going in there? It just won't grab anything. There. So that I can now start adding things onto. So I want that on the bottom like that, and then this coming across, so I can still read that. I don't want it to be too close, I still want to be able to read a little poem. So let's put a little bit of glue on the back of this. There we go, nice big blob of glue, and pop that like that. There we go. See? And that I think can still go there. Let's bring those through like that. Yeah, but before I put that on, I think I'm going to put some of the leaves up there as well. Let's put a bit of glue on the back. So what I want it to do, I want it to stick to that, but I want it to fill out that space as well. So I'm sticking that onto the back of the chair. Is that grabbed? I think that's grabbed. So I might cut this one off as well and put some on the other side. Let's just cut those off. It's plastic, so I've pulled its decorations I've picked up at the local shop, that you know, Christmas bits and pieces. Actually, what we could do is put some of these on the bottom as well, poking out down there. Let's put some glue on the back, get the right side, might help. So I'm going to pop some down here like that, and hopefully that will be poking out. I'll put it underneath my my bow like that. Now then, what else have we got? Do I want to put some of that in? So this is the background. I want to fill it out as much as I can before I put the main bit in. So it'll look a mess as I'm doing it, because obviously I've not put those bits in yet. So pop that in. Be careful with the glue gun because you can burn yourself so easily. I'm going to use that somewhere else. Let's have a look. What have we got here? We've got another one there. So let's put that in there and bring that out. And I don't want to cover my words, so use that bit of wire to push it down into the glue. There we go. I don't want to cover up the words on this. I'm just trying to be really careful around that. And I've got lots of these. Aren't they adorable? These tiny little well, I suppose they're supposed to be pine cones. I don't know what they actually are. They're similar to pine cones, quite obviously, but not quite sure what they would be called. I don't want to put a bit like that. Oops, that's stuck. These the bits from the what do you call it? I don't want to call it. I might put that in the back somewhere. Put lots of glue on there. Gonna have to need another new glue stick. These don't last very long, do they? They go straight through. Trying to find something to hang it on is the hardest thing. Ooh, now I've got glue all on my nail. That comes off easy enough. Right, now let's put another glue stick in. I'm using plenty because I want this to last and last. So I think now's the time to put in this bit, and then we can fill in all around it. So I'm just going to push that glue stick through, and hopefully it'll push the glue out. Yeah, there we go. So this is going to go all around the back of this, so that it grabs onto something on the chair. Right, just pop that there for a minute. Give that a quick flip over. A bit of a titillate so that it will titillate. That's an old-fashioned word. I think my mum used to use that. So that's where we're at. Okay, please, it's coming along. So now what I want to do is fill out a little bit here, which is why I've kept this little piece that's on berry that's on the wire. Pull that bit off. So I'm thinking I'm going to lay that just there, just to bring it out a little bit to cover that, that horrible knot that's there. So I'm going to bring that round a little bit, and let's put some glue on the back here. I'm going to put a little bit on the wire as well, so hopefully that will hold inside there. Push that through, place the berry and the pine cones just where I want them. There we go. So there we are, we're coming together. Now then, I'm still not happy with this bit at the back. So what do I want to do? I want to use a bit of that. No. And that's too big, and I've already got one in there, so we don't want that. Ooh. What about... See, that's nice, but these berries are very different to what I've already got on there, and I think they'll be a bit clashy. So, do I want to take them off? I don't think... Oh, hello, I've got another one there. So I want to put that at the back there. What do I think? Well, that's wrapped around that bit of plastic, so let's see if we can unwind that, see where we go from there. So take that off. Ouch. Oh, that's sharp. Let's take that off. Now I'm going to cut that down a bit, so we'll do that off camera in the bin so it doesn't go anywhere. There we go. Right, so I might pop that at the back just to give us a bit of lift. What do you think? And to cover that bit, or do I want to put it behind there? What do I think? Definitely needs something, doesn't it? Push that back a bit. What do you think? Is that a bit too high? I think it's a bit too high, that. Just that bit. Okay, let's bring it down a little bit. About in there. Yeah, I'm thinking there's going to be perfect. So some glue across there, and I want the red bit sticking out so that it can really have a bit of impact. Right. Oh, the problem with glue, it gets everywhere. Let's push that in and hope that's going to hold it. There, just lifts it just slightly. Get the scissors and get rid of some of these little strings of plastic glue. There then, do I want something there? What do I think? So it's just a case of playing around with it and getting rid of all these little bits of the glue. Let's have a look at that there. We've got a bit of green there. Do I want something there? And it's all down to personal preference. Crafting always is, isn't it? It's about what makes you feel happy. What do you think looks good? Oh, I quite like that down this side. Pop it under there so that it just pokes out behind the bow. I just want that sort of rustic look across the seat of the chair. Now then, do I want any more of these, or have we got enough? I wonder. Maybe. I don't want to use those ones because I think that they are, I don't know whether the camera picking up, but that they're just, yeah, just not quite right. Just a bit too orangey, whereas these are a very deep red. Now then, those are stuck together, so if I pull them apart and maybe cut that bit off. And it's about not being afraid to experiment, because you know, these things, if you like them, then they are fabulous. If you don't like them, then you just take them apart and try again, you know. So, and I think with crafting, what I love about crafting is there is no right or wrong way, especially when it comes to things like paper crafting and yeah, anything really that kind of lifts you and what you're doing. Just pop that bit in there. I think it just brings it so you've got that line going through of red. So, and I'm toying with the idea of putting just a tiny little bit. See what's happened there? The berries have come off those 2 points there, so I don't want to use that one. One thing that is, it's about bunches of odd numbers, because things don't happen in nature in even numbers, apparently. I've never put it to the test, but that's what I've heard on some of the oh, now that's broken that. On some of the other arty explanations. So let's take that one off and see, can I fit in? That's no good. Now let's try, rather than waste those, let's see if we can take that one off and pop it on here. There we go. So we've got a 3. So can I pop that down there? Yes, I think that looks good. And the other thing as well is knowing when to stop, when to step away from the glue gun and say, right, that's it, I've finished. And I think I am very nearly there. I wonder if, well, it did come. This one was, you might have seen in Poundland, a decoration, which was like with the bow, and then we had the bells on. I wonder if I want to put a bell there. No, I don't want a bell on the back. I wonder if I want it there. What do I think? Or am I going too much and should I have stepped away? What do you think? With, without the bells? I'm going to go without, I think. But let me know if you think I should have gone with. It's not an exact science, like I said. And I do love these little cluster, but do I want to take those off and just put that little cluster there? No. No. And do I want to put any berries there? Just poking out. Yeah, why not? Let's put... Never have enough berries. Let's see if I pop that back on there. There we go. And hot glue that end. Go all the way along. And hopefully you pop it under there so we can have it sticking out even further. There we go. Yeah, so I'm going to call that done. Because if I carry on, I think I'll go on forever. Let me just, before I drop it completely, unplug the glue gun. And then let's have a look at what we've done. Put that there to cool off. So, there we go. I hope you like it. I'm pleased with that. Absolutely pleased with that. Might have liked to have had a bit more going up, and that leaf could have been a bit straighter, couldn't it? Was there any more leaves? No. Oh, one. No. Do I want that there? Let's have a look. Or am I going too far? What do you think? Does that finish it? Oh, do you know what? I think, yes, I think that one there, like that. Oh, let's get the glue gun again. Let's hope it's not cooled down too much. Put some glue on the back. Oh, just about. Glue on. And let's turn it to me just so as I can see what I'm doing. Do that. There we go. Now it's finished. Now I'm really, really pleased with that. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed my little venture into Christmas decorating. And I might just, if I can get hold of the company, which name I don't know, so I'd have to go and research, see if I can get some more of these chairs, because this, I think, would make a lovely Christmas present for some of the people I know who've lost people this year. So if you enjoyed the video, please subscribe or give me a thumbs up. Comment below if you've got any suggestions, or if you think that any ideas for what I could do, maybe if that leaf was too far, or a leaf too far, or whether you liked it. Please comment below and give me a thumbs up, and please do check out the rest of the contributors to this week's collab. Next week I'm going to do another slightly different collab. It's one of the Christmas decorations I do every year, and I'm going to put it together because the decorations are going up probably next week, so that'll be fun to share that idea. So there you go. I'm really, really pleased at how well that's worked out, and looking forward to next week's collab. Speak to you soon. Bye for now.